Hello students, we were doing kinematics and as I have told you, we are left with only one topic, relative velocity of chapter 1. After doing this concept, our first chapter will be completed. So what is relative velocity? Before discussing the relative velocity, first I want to tell you that we have understand a number of velocities up to now. What is velocity? Uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, then average velocity. And we have done the calculation for average velocity. You know that whenever an object is moving with different velocities, means variable velocity, in that case we are required to find out the average velocity. And we have done the calculation also. But students, that average velocity was in case of single particle, single object. Here, in case of relative velocity, first condition is whenever we talk about the relation or relative, we have to say there would be the presence of two objects, two particles. That means there would be presence of two things. Suppose that two things are objects, that can be any particles. So there would be a pair of objects, pair of particles. So whenever we talk of the relative velocity, means there would be presence of two objects. But whenever we are doing the variable velocity, or you can say average velocity, we were talking about the single particle, single object. Here we will talk about the two particles, two objects. Then only we can understand the concept of relative velocity. So what is relative velocity? Suppose two objects are moving, but they are moving in, they can move in same direction or they can move in different direction. So the velocity of one object with respect to another object is said to be relative velocity. I am repeating myself. Whenever two objects are moving, they can move in same direction or in different direction. Then velocity of one object with respect to another object is called relative velocity. I have written over here the definition also. When two objects A and B, there are two objects A and B are in motion, that means they will be in motion, then only we will understand velocity. So two objects A and B are in motion and moving with different velocities. Suppose the velocity of A is V1 and velocity of B is V2. So if they are moving with different velocities, then velocity of object A with respect to the object B is called relative velocity of object A with respect to B. I hope you have understood. I'm again repeating, when two objects A and B are moving with different velocities V1 and V2, then the velocity of object A with respect to B is called as relative velocity of object A with respect to B. So this is the definition for relative velocity. Now we will understand how we can understand the relative velocity in one dimension first. So relative velocity in one dimension. Relative velocity in one dimension can be understood like, suppose we have two particles A and B. A is moving with velocity V1 and B is moving with velocity V2. And both the objects are moving in, suppose, straight lines and going in same direction. A is moving with velocity V1 and B is moving with velocity V2. Suppose this is the origin O for A and this is the origin for object B. This is for object A and this is for object B. And both are moving in same direction along the straight lines, and these two straight lines you can see are parallel to each other. Now, at an instant time t equal to 0. When time t equal to 0, that means this is the situation when time t equal to 0. Here also time t equal to 0. Suppose this is the displacement of object A and this is given as x0 1. And this is the displacement of object B and this is x0 2. Suppose the object A is at this position and object B is at this position. Now this is the case when time instant is equal to 0, t equal to 0. Now at an instant, now take another instant, t equal to t, okay, or you can say t equal to t1. When time t equal to t1, suppose the object A is at this position and from the origin its position, or you can say denoted by x1, and this is the position of object B and this is denoted by x2. So suppose this is A, B, this is C, this is D, this is E and this is F. So how can you write x1 and x2? x1 can be written as x naught 1 plus x naught 1 plus v1, it was moving with velocity v1, so v1 into t. For this much of displacement we can write v1 into t. In the same way x2, डिस्प्लेसमेंट है, वेक्टर लगाना पड़ेगा. दिस इज इक्वल टू द x नोट 2 प्लस v2t. फॉर दिस डिस्प्लेसमेंट we can write displacement is equal to the velocity into time. So simply subtracting the two, subtracting first equation from the second, we will get x2 minus x1 is equal to the x naught 2 minus x naught 1 plus v2 minus v1 into t. So this is the equation. Now we can replace x naught 2 minus x naught 1 by x naught, and this can be written as initial displacement of particle 2 with respect to A. Initial displacement of object B with respect to A. Now x2 minus x1, x2 minus of object A with respect to B. Now x2 minus x1 can be written as, can be replaced by x, and this is known as relative displacement. This was initial displacement and this is known as relative displacement of, this is known as relative displacement of object A with respect to B. So we can replace x2 minus x1 by x. So I'm simply replacing this by x, and I can replace this x naught 2 minus x naught 1 by simply x naught. So I'm replacing this by x naught. So we are left with x is equal to x naught plus v2 minus v1 into t, and I can simply take x naught to this side, so I will get x minus x naught is equal to v2 minus v1 into t, and from here I can find out the value of v2 minus v1. From here I can find out the value of x naught, x minus x naught over t is equal to v2 minus v1. So students, this is left hand side and this is right hand side. This left hand side can be said as, because in denominator time, so we can say rate of change of kiska, displacement, or you can say rate of change of position. Left hand side will give you rate of change of displacement is equal to the v2 minus v1. And what is v2 minus v1? Is relative velocity of object A with respect to B. So from here v2 minus v1 is written as relative velocity of object A with respect to B. And this relative velocity of object A with respect to B is known as rate of change of position of object A with respect to the object B. Now, this relative velocity v2 minus v1 can be written as relative velocity of object A with respect to B. And you can write it as velocity of object A minus velocity of object B. Velocity of object B minus B में से A को माइनस कर रहे हैं, so velocity of object B minus velocity of object A. So relative velocity of object A with respect to B is written as B में से A को माइनस करना है, so velocity of B minus velocity of object A. So this is relative velocity in one dimension. Now we will understand how can we plot the graph when the velocity is relative velocity. So we are supposed to understand the position time graph for the case of relative velocity. Suppose this is position and this is time. Here I am taking two objects, object A and object B. This is object A, this is object B. And you know that position time graph for object A is like this and for object B is like this. So when the case is not for velocity but for relative velocity, so what do you understand by this graph? This is for object A and this is for object B. Here you can see that both the velocities v1 and v2 are equal. v1 and v2 are equal. Then from here, if v1 and v2 are equal, in that case this term would become 0 and 0 multiplied by t also becomes 0. Then we are left with x minus x naught is equal to 0 and x equal to x naught. That means जो दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं उनके बीच में जो इनिशियल में जो डिफरेंस था उनकी पोजीशन में, लास्ट तक उनके बीच में जो डिफरेंस होगा दैट विल बी कांस्टेंट. So here by this graph you can understand both the objects are moving with the same velocity. Then whatever was the separation between the two objects at the initial, same separation is maintained between the two objects and the velocity time graph for the two objects are parallel to each other. Now the next case is, in this case we have studied when both the velocities, that means for velocity for object A and velocity for object B are equal. So this graph is obtained. Suppose अब velocity को क्या कर देते हैं, suppose object A की जो velocity है, और first let's do the case when velocity of object B, that means VB is, or you can say V2 is greater than V1. V2 object की और you can say object B की velocity ज्यादा है object A से. In that case जो position time graph होगा वो कैसा होगा? तो position time graph से जो आपको velocity मिलेगी that would be your relative velocity. So suppose this is your time axis and this is your position axis. Initially this was the position for object A and it is denoted as x naught 1, and this is the position for B and denoted by x naught 2. Velocity of 2 is greater than velocity of object A, or 1 कह सकते हो, or you can say velocity of object A. So object A was like going like this. So this is the position time graph. But because velocity of object B is greater, so it would like this. That means separation between the two position time graph will go on increasing when the velocity of object B is greater than the velocity of the object A. So here will be object B and here will be object A. So when V2 is greater than V1, in that case the separation between the two position time graphs will go on increasing. So this is the case when velocity of object B is greater than velocity of object 1, or you can say velocity of object A. Now we will understand the reverse case, that means when V1 is greater than V2. So what will be the position time graph? So third case is when velocity V1 is greater than V2. That means velocity of object A is greater than velocity of object B. So position time graph would be like, this is time and this is position. Object A, this is x naught 1 and this is x naught 2. This would be like this, and थोड़ा सा इसको change कर देते हैं. So initially this was the position of object A and this is B. Initially object B is on the right of object A. I am repeating myself. Initially object B is on the right of the object A, and after some time object here is object B and here is object A. So as the time passes, object B is on the left of object A. So why this happens? Because velocity of object A is greater than the velocity of object B. So velocity of A is greater and velocity of B is less. So a situation will come when the two position time graph will intersect each other, or you can say will meet each other. So this is the, if I join this meeting point on both the axes, so this is meeting position and this is known as meeting time. This corresponding to this point, this position is known as meeting position and this is known as meeting time of the two position time graph. Here you can see that separation between the two time graph goes on decreasing when the velocity of object A is greater than velocity of object B. So this is about the position time graph in case of relative velocity. Now we will understand how can we determine the relative velocity. Determination of relative velocity. Now we will understand determination of relative velocity. So therefore, for the determination of relative velocity, we have to understand, or you can say you have to follow some steps. Suppose you want to find out the relative velocity of object A with respect to B. In that case, the velocity, suppose you want to find out the relative velocity of object A with respect to B. In that case, what are the following steps? What would be the following steps? Our first step is we have to bring the object B at rest. How can we bring the object B to rest? In that case, first, to find out the relative velocity of object A with respect to B, we can write as relative velocity of object A with respect to B. First step is bring the object B at rest. Object B को we have to make at rest. Means object B is moving. हमें कुछ भी करके उस object B को क्या करना है, रेस्ट पे लाना है. कैसे ला सकते हैं? By imposing equal and opposite magnitude of velocity B to object B. That means by imposing equal and opposite magnitude of velocity B, VB to B. That means suppose object is moving with velocity VB. So we have to add this velocity. In this velocity we have to add equal and opposite velocity of object B. So suppose this is the object B. इस ऑब्जेक्ट को अगर आपको रेस्ट पे लाना है तो इसमें इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड, मतलब अगर इसकी वेलोसिटी 5 किलोमीटर है, 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर है, तो 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर की ही वेलोसिटी ऐड करनी है, लेकिन उसका मैग्नीट्यूड इक्वल होगा लेकिन ऑपोजिट होगा तो -5 आपको ऐड करना होगा. तो सपोज लाइक दिस, क्योंकि माइनस तो तभी होगा जब आप इसको ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में लोगे. तो अगर ये VB था तो ये होगा -VB, और अब ये ऑब्जेक्ट आ जाएगा रेस्ट पे. सो फर्स्ट स्टेप इज वी हैव टू ब्रिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट B एट रेस्ट by imposing equal and opposite magnitude of velocity VB to the object B. Second step is we have to superimpose minus of VB to the object A also. We have to impose minus of VB to velocity of object A. And if object is moving with velocity VA, in that case आपको object के अंदर, ये जो object A है जो VA वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा है, उसके अंदर आपको माइनस ऑफ VB भी ऐड करना पड़ेगा. तो अब ऑब्जेक्ट ए के पास कितनी वेलोसिटीज हैं? अब ऑब्जेक्ट ए के पास 2 वेलोसिटीज हैं. एक तो खुद की वेलोसिटी VA एंड सेकेंड वेलोसिटी इज ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट B, दैट मीन्स माइनस ऑफ VB. सो बाय डूइंग दैट ऑब्जेक्ट A हैज 2 वेलोसिटी, फर्स्ट ऑफ इटसेल्फ VA एंड सेकेंड इज ऑफ B, दैट मीन्स माइनस ऑफ VB. तो अब ऑब्जेक्ट ए के पास 2 वेलोसिटीज होगी, तो 2 वेलोसिटीज को ऐड करने के बाद जो ए की वेलोसिटी होगी, सो थर्ड इज रिजल्टेंट वेलोसिटी ऑफ ए इज VA, एक तो उसकी खुद की वेलोसिटी प्लस दूसरा VB की इक्वल और ऑपोजिट मैग्नीट्यूड की वेलोसिटी, दैट मीन्स ये वेलोसिटी. इस तरीके से हमें क्या करना है, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी को मेजर करना है. और उसके लिए हम एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. अब जो वेलोसिटी होगी किसकी, ऑब्जेक्ट ए की, किसके रेस्पेक्ट में, बी के रेस्पेक्ट में, दैट कैन बी रिटन एज VA प्लस माइनस ऑफ VB, एंड वी कैन राइट इट एज VA minus of VB, and this is written as velocity of object A with respect to B. अब I think आपको समझ नहीं आया होगा, तो उसके लिए मैं एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेती हूँ. एंड एग्जाम्पल इज, सपोज 2 ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं A एंड B एंड दे आर मूविंग इन सेम डायरेक्शन. दोनों सेम डायरेक्शन के अंदर मूव कर रहे हैं, सेम डायरेक्शन के अंदर मूव कर रहे हैं along the straight lines, and these 2 straight lines would be parallel. So first case, when the 2 objects A and B are moving in same direction, in that case theta would be 0 degree. Okay, so Please understand it carefully. Suppose this is the direction of motion of object A. So this is object A and it is moving with velocity VA. समझते जाना अच्छे से. This is object B and this is moving with velocity VB. ठीक है, दोनों की डायरेक्शन सेम है. आपको क्लियरली यहाँ से पता चल रहा है कि VA is greater than VB. What was our first step? First step was ऑब्जेक्ट B को क्या लाना है? रेस्ट पे लाना है. तो रेस्ट पे कैसे ला सकते हैं? अगर इस VB में हम VB मैग्नीट्यूड के जितनी ही वेलोसिटी ऐड कर दें लेकिन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन के अंदर ऐड कर दें. देखो कैसे, ये VB की वेलोसिटी है इन दिस डायरेक्शन. दिस इज ऑब्जेक्ट B एंड दिस इज मूविंग विद वेलोसिटी VB. अगर मैं इसमें इतनी ही वेलोसिटी ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में अगर ऐड कर दूं, दैट मीन्स मैंने इसमें माइनस ऑफ VB क्या कर दिया है? ऐड कर दिया है. तो अब ये ऑब्जेक्ट अगर ये मान लो 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर है तो ये कितना होगा? ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में है तो ये -5 किलोमीटर पर आवर होगा. और जब -5 और +5 को जोड़ोगे तो वेलोसिटी कितनी बन गई? 0. तो अगर B की वेलोसिटी अगर 0 है, दैट मीन्स velocity object B is not moving and not moving means object B is at rest. तो अब object B आ गया रेस्ट पे. यही था फर्स्ट स्टेप. सेकेंड स्टेप क्या था? बेटा ध्यान से समझना इस कॉन्सेप्ट को. अगर आप ध्यान से समझ लोगे तो बुक में से आपको सब कुछ समझ आ जाएगा. सेकेंड स्टेप ये था कि जितनी इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट मैग्नीट्यूड की वेलोसिटी B की, जो इक्वल और ऑपोजिट मैग्नीट्यूड की वेलोसिटी आपने B में ऐड की है, उतनी ही वेलोसिटी आप A में भी क्या करोगे? ऐड करोगे. और जिस डायरेक्शन में ऐड की है उसी डायरेक्शन में ऐड करोगे. तो सपोज ये थी A की इनिशियल वेलोसिटी VA और ये था आपका ऑब्जेक्ट A. तो ये इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा था. अब हमने जो VB ऐड की है वो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में ऐड की है तो A के अंदर भी हमें ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में ही ऐड करनी होगी. तो हमने जो ये B की वेलोसिटी थी माइनस ऑफ VB, ये A के अंदर भी क्या कर दी है? ऐड कर दी है. इसको थोड़ा सा बड़ा बना लेते हैं. जितना मैग्नीट्यूड ये था उतना ही मैग्नीट्यूड इसमें भी क्या कर दिया है? ऐड कर दिया है. लेकिन ऑपोजिट ऑफ B, जो B की वेलोसिटी थी उसका इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट हमने B में ऐड किया था, उतना ही हम क्या करेंगे? A में भी ऐड करेंगे. तो ये है माइनस ऑफ VB. हमने क्या किया? A के अंदर ऐड कर दिया. अब देखो A की दो वेलोसिटीज हो गई हैं, एक तो VA और एक हो गई है माइनस ऑफ VB. तो अब जो रिजल्टेंट होगा A की वेलोसिटी का वो क्या होगा? अब इसका मैग्नीट्यूड बढ़ जाएगा इसकी वेलोसिटी का या घट जाएगा? घटना चाहिए, बढ़ना चाहिए? घट जाएगा. बिकॉज ये वेलोसिटी मान लो 8 है और ये अगर 3 है तो 8 में से 3 क्या हो जाएगा? माइनस हो जाएगा. सो जो रिजल्टेंट मैग्नीट्यूड है दैट वुड डिक्रीज एंड दिस इज फॉर ऑब्जेक्ट A एंड दिस इज रिटन एज VA प्लस करना है दोनों को. वेलोसिटीज है, दोनों ऐड होंगी लेकिन इसका मैग्नीट्यूड ये क्या है? ऑपोजिट मैग्नीट्यूड की है. सो माइनस ऑफ VB. So this is the resultant velocity of object A. So we can write it as VA, velocity of object A with respect to B, and it is written as velocity of object. इसको हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? Velocity of object A minus velocity of object B. So यही हमने किया है. इसका मतलब ये क्या है? अगर हम इसको सोल्व करेंगे तो यहाँ से भी क्या आ जाएगा? VA. अगर इसको ओपन करोगे ब्रैकेट को तो VA माइनस VB. सो दिस VA माइनस VB इज नोन एज रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट A विद रिस्पेक्ट टू B एंड इट्स फॉर्मूला इज जो भी A की वेलोसिटी होगी उसमें से B की वेलोसिटी को हम क्या कर देंगे? माइनस कर देंगे. सो दिस इज द डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ relative velocity. Through this procedure you can find out the relative velocity. I hope अभी भी आपको शायद अगर समझ नहीं आया है then I will take one example. Suppose this is a car. ये एक कार है. This is moving in this direction with velocity 50 km per hour. Students, I am saying this is a car and this is a train. this is a train. This is moving in the same direction, but velocity is little bit less. Suppose this is moving with 30 km per hour. Now I'm asking you, what is the relative velocity of car with respect to train? So how could you write relative velocity of car with respect to train? कैसे लिखेंगे? यहाँ पे हमने रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट ए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू बी को कैसे लिखा था, वी ए माइनस वी बी. अब इसको कैसे लिखेंगे, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ कार, सॉरी वेलोसिटी ऑफ कार माइनस वेलोसिटी ऑफ ट्रेन. सिंपली वेलोसिटी ऑफ कार कितना है 50, वेलोसिटी ऑफ ट्रेन कितना है 30. तो रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ कार विद रिस्पेक्ट टू ट्रेन इज इक्वल टू द 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर. सो आई होप आप समझ गए होंगे. एक चीज आपको समझनी है वो ये है कि whenever the both the objects are moving in same direction, then magnitude, ये magnitude है किसका, relative velocity का, then magnitude of relative velocity is equal to the difference of the velocities of the two objects. Students, I'm repeating myself. Whenever the two objects are moving in same direction, and in that case, अगर आपसे ये पूछा जाए कि what is the relative velocity, तो जो relative velocity होगी, relative velocity का जो magnitude होगा, वो equal होगा किसके, difference of the magnitude. ये difference ही है और ये दोनों की velocity का magnitude है. दोनों की जो वेलोसिटी है उनके मैग्नीट्यूड के डिफरेंस के बराबर होगा रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का मैग्नीट्यूड. आई एम रिपीटिंग माई सेल्फ. व्हेनेवर टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर मूविंग इन द सेम डायरेक्शन, इन दैट केस द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू द डिफरेंस ऑफ द मैग्नीट्यूड्स ऑफ द वेलोसिटीज ऑफ टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स. I hope now this topic is clear. I'm taking one more example so that things can be clear better way. This was the case when the two objects were moving in the same direction. Second is when the two objects are moving in opposite direction. One is like this and one in this direction. So suppose this is object A and moving with velocity VA in this direction, and this is object B and this is moving in this direction with velocity VB. What is our first step? First step is we have to bring the object B at rest. तो B को रेस्ट पे लाने के लिए क्या करूंगी, इसमें मैंने माइनस ऑफ VB क्या कर दिया, ऐड कर दिया. अगर माइनस ऑफ VB ऐड किया है तो ये अब ऑब्जेक्ट B किस पे आ गया, रेस्ट पे आ गया. अब अगर आपने माइनस ऑफ, सेकेंड स्टेप क्या था, अगर माइनस ऑफ VB B में ऐड किया है तो माइनस ऑफ VB सेम डायरेक्शन में उठा के आप क्या करोगे, A में भी ऐड करोगे. तो A में भी अगर आप माइनस ऑफ VB ऐड करोगे तो क्या होगा, A का रिजल्टेंट. अब A की रिजल्टेंट वेलोसिटी जो होगी वो क्या होगी, आप यहाँ से देख सकते हो A का मैग्नीट्यूड क्या कर जाएगा, इंक्रीज कर जाएगा, क्योंकि दोनों ही जो वेलोसिटीज हैं, अब A के पास दो वेलोसिटी है, एक खुद की वेलोसिटी VA और एक B ऑब्जेक्ट की वेलोसिटी माइनस ऑफ VB. अगर दोनों वेलोसिटी सेम डायरेक्शन में आपने ऐड करनी है तो जो मैग्नीट्यूड होगा वो होगा A का लाइक दिस. तो VA प्लस माइनस ऑफ VB. So we can write velocity of object A with respect to B. Velocity of object A with respect to B can be written as VA plus minus of VB, and we can write is as VA minus VB. This is known as relative velocity of object A with respect to B. But here the case is both the objects are moving in opposite direction. This was the direction of object A and this is the direction of object B. In that case जो मैग्नीट्यूड होगा किसका, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का. सो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू द सम ऑफ द मैग्नीट्यूड्स ऑफ द वेलोसिटीज ऑफ टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स. दैट मीन्स अगर मैं एक केस लूं, सपोज ये एक कार है and this is moving with 50 km per hour in east, ये ईस्ट में जा रही है। दूसरी एक ट्रेन है, ये 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर से किस में जा रही है, वेस्ट में जा रही है। आप इजीली देख सकते हो इसकी डायरेक्शन ये है, इसकी डायरेक्शन ये है। अब मैं कार की वेलोसिटी को लिख सकती हूँ vc, दिस इज इक्वल टू 50 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड दिस इज द वेलोसिटी फॉर ट्रेन एंड दिस इज इक्वल टू 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर in west. So can I write Vt is equal to minus of 30 kilometer in east? समझ गए मैंने क्या किया है? अगर ये 30 किलोमीटर ईस्ट वेस्ट में थी तो अगर मैं इसको माइनस 30 किलोमीटर इन ईस्ट लिख सकती हूँ। मैंने क्या किया, सिंपली इसकी डायरेक्शन चेंज कर दी। अगर डायरेक्शन चेंज कर दिया तो इसके सामने क्या आ गया, माइनस का साइन आ गया। अब अगर आपको बोला जाए कि व्हाट इज द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ कार विद रेस्पेक्ट टू ट्रेन, तो क्या होगा, कार की वेलोसिटी कितनी है 50 माइनस ट्रेन की कितनी है 30, लेकिन कितना -30, तो इट वुड बिकम 50 plus 30, so it would be 60. वही तो मैंने बोला था कि when two objects are moving in opposite direction, then magnitude of relative velocity would be equal to the sum of the magnitudes of the velocities of each object. So students, this is all about the relative velocity. In the next class, we will do some numericals related to the chapter first. Thank you.